Hey everyone, it's Brittney from the Brittney Plus. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. And also, welcome to my December budget with me. This is the last month of 2019. It's pretty freaking crazy. It's been the fastest, last year has been the fastest year of my life. I think it's because I have another human that I'm taking care of full time. She has made time fly, and just seeing I like to savor every minute that I'm seeing her because she's always growing and changing, and I think that's just made time speed by. Baby. Anyway, um I am going to be sharing with you our budget spreadsheet for December 2019. Um I think that something that I'm going to try later in the month, like closer to January. This won't be part of Vlogmas, but or beginning of January, I might try doing like a written budget because I do write out a budget in my planner because I'm a paper planner person. But my husband and I use this budget spreadsheet, and it works really, really well, and it's very easy to keep track of. And both he and I can access it from our phones or from our computers, iPads. I can see it at work. You can see it when he's working. It's just really helpful to be able to both see the spreadsheet. Sorry, I'm cold. But I also like to keep track of things on paper because I'm a paper gal. So if you're interested in seeing me write out a budget, I know that's kind of like a therapeutic thing. People like to see it. Then leave me a comment and let me know, and I will definitely do that. I use a few different planners, so I'd probably do it in my Erin Condren. Yeah, probably do it in my Erin Condren, so let me know. And then, I'll get started with all the things. Regular things, $970 for our mortgage, $279 for our one car payment, $194, I don't know why this is 93, $194 for our phones. I swear I always have something to fix in these. Our internet, that's a weird one. I budgeted $100 because, like I mentioned in my November budget review, we are switching from one provider to another, and I will be canceling one of them like mid-month. We've had both of them because Brett works from home, so we couldn't just go on a whim and see if it worked after the fact. We had to make sure that if for some reason our new internet provider didn't hold up, or we were having a bad day, or there needed to be maintenance done, we had to make sure we had another one set up. So I'm going to be canceling one of them. Still not exactly clear on which one my husband wants to cancel, so I'm going to check with him on that and cancel it today. And it should be if we're paying both of them, it would be $100. So I'm budgeting $100, but I'm guessing that I won't be paying full price for both of them, or I may be paying full price and then getting some sort of reimbursement. Not exactly sure how that will work out. Budgeted $200 for gas and electric. Came in below budget last month, so hopefully that happens again. Clearly we keep our house cold, so actually I have a fan on. I'm just too lazy to turn it off. Budgeting $520 for daycare for paying for January. Online subscription, that is Hulu, and it is $12. Groceries and household, we're budgeting $250. We've been budgeting $300, and we've been coming in around $275. I'm gonna try to tighten it up a little bit this month because I need the extra room to make a nice sized payment toward our debt. Budgeting nothing for Joey and North because last month we spent $50 on them. This month they don't need anything. $225 and $85, pretty normal payments for us for debt that we owe. $225 is like a prearranged payment that I make. Like $100 payment, a $100 payment, and then a $25 payment. So that's not going to change. Sometimes if we add on if Claire goes to an appointment and there's an odd number or change, we'll add that on there, but usually $225 is what it is. And then $85 is comprised of however much our interest is on our home equity line of credit, which is where our credit card lives, as well as a roof repair. And that I've already paid $35 for the month, and $50 to pay for a grant that I'm paying my mother-in-law back for. She graciously loaned us the money to cover it so that we wouldn't get interest on it. And yeah, we are paying her $50 a month right now until we can afford to pay her more after we're debt free, or credit card debt free. I always say debt free. To us, debt free is going to be when we aren't paying like high interest debts. So anyway, don't want to get into that right now, but that's what we mean by that. Budgeting $200 for restaurant. Last month we went over by a lot. This month, going to try really hard. We have a little bit more in our travel fund that we can use. I don't know. So hopefully we can be good. This just means we need to be good when we're not traveling so that our traveling we have more money for it, because we don't eat at home like when we're traveling. We're eating out somewhere. So we'll try to be a little bit better about that. And then budgeted $250 for gas. Last month I budgeted $300 and we did come in at $282. So I don't know. We're doing about the same amount of traveling, so hopefully we can just pare it down $250, but we might go over it. We'll see. $80 for our allowance, which is $40 for me, $40 for Brett. And then the rest of these are sinking funds, and I will just share with you what they are. This is the last month that I'll be having these amounts for our sinking funds. They're totally changing up for January, and I'll be doing a video probably with Brett sharing with you what our sinking funds are going to look like for the next year and why we're making the changes that we're making, and probably just talking about how much we love our sinking funds. Yes, we do. They're really great. Family needs, that's like clothes, stuff that we need as a family. Last month we purchased some photo sessions for the family, stuff like that. $25 a month. Insurance, this is one that I'm kind of changing up along with holiday sinking fund. These were being funded from December to November because our insurance hit, we had to pay in November for our insurance, and our holiday party used to be in November. Now we've moved it, mainly it's in December. So basically this month is kind of a freebie for both of those things, and I considered just removing them totally and then putting them back in for next month and putting the money toward debt. But Brett and I like to buy each other stocking stuffers, and we usually do it with leftover remnants from the budget, from the sinking funds, rather, not the budget, from the sinking funds. And I'm just finding that I've kept way better track this year than I had in the past, and stuck with it pretty well. So I decided to take the money that would be for the insurance sinking fund, and Brett and I are going to use that for our stocking stuffers for each other. It's the only surprise really that we're going to have for Christmas. So I just like to have a little bit more. Stocking stuffers can be expensive. Let me go let my cat out because he's freaking out. He would not leave. So the door is open. So if you hear football, it's because my husband's in there watching football. Okay. Pets. Wait, I just skipped a bunch of stuff. Car and house, we put $60 toward. Mason gifts is gifts for Brett and I. Holiday sinking fund is for holidays. I host Easter at my house with my family, and we host a big Friendsgiving miss every year. And besides that, we've used some of that money for little festive things that we want to do. So $20 is what we put in there. $5 for the cat's sinking fund, which is for any medical issues that they may have or doctor's appointments, things like that. But they're fully funded from the last few years they haven't had any sicknesses or anything, so we only were putting a minimal amount in there just to make sure that they, build it up a little bit, because they're not getting any younger, but they are pretty healthy, so we haven't had any issues. Medical sinking fund, we have $30 in there. That's for like copays, stuff like that. Vacation and travel, we put $35 per month. And then the presents we purchase for anyone else, and that includes Clara. We're changing it so that it doesn't include Clara next month too. But yeah, so with all that said, we have $3,845 budgeted and an estimated income of $4,350 coming in. That should mean that we should have around $505 left over from all of this if everything goes well. And the only plan we have for it is to use it for our debt. So hopefully the next time you see me updating you on my budget, we have paid $500 or more of money from our credit card, putting us at around $1,290, so $1,290 left to pay off on that, and that would be wonderful. I hope that this has encouraged you to start budgeting and seeing that you can use a smaller income. My husband and I both have very modest incomes. Do you guys hear my baby? She's crying. My husband's got her, so it's okay. But we both have very modest incomes, and we're able to make it work. We're able to pay off our debt and to live I think, a very good life without being over the top. We still like to stay on our budget, but as you can see, we aren't the most strict budgeters. Yeah, so I hope that encourages you. I hope that you put your money to use for you this month. Budget every penny. And again, if you want this spreadsheet, go ahead and download it. It's linked below, as well as all my information. You can find me at The Pretty Plus on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter. As always, on theprettyplus.com. Thank you so much for watching this Vlogmas Day 3, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.